What is up, you guys? Welcome back. Let's keep marching. Today we're on Joshua chapter 15. So verse 1. Now the lot for the tribe of the sons of Judah, and I'm going to pause real fast. The phrase lot in the next couple chapters is in reference to geographical borders. Sometimes in context in the Bible, the word lot can refer to like drawing straws or sticks to choose who's going to be picked. But in these instances, in the next couple chapters, it's referring to geographical borders. So let's start over. Now the lot for the tribe of the sons of Judah, according to their families, reached the border of Edom, southward to the wilderness of Zin at the extreme south. Their south border was from the lower end of the Salt Sea, from the bay that turns to the south. Then it proceeded southward to the ascent of Akrabim and continued to Zin. Then went up by the south of Kadesh Barnea, and continued to Hezron, and went up to Adar, and turned about to Karka. It continued to Asmon, and proceeded to the brook of Egypt, and the border ended at the sea. This shall be your south border. The east border was the Salt Sea, as far as the mouth of the Jordan, and the border of the north side was from the bay of the sea at the mouth of the Jordan. Then the border went up to Beth Hoglah, and continued on the north of Beth Arabah. And the border went up to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben. Verse 7. The border went up to Debir from the valley of Achor, and turned northward toward Gilgal, which is opposite the ascent of Adumim, which is on the south of the valley. And the border continued to the waters of En Shemesh, and it ended at En Rogel. Then the border went up the valley of Ben Hinnom to the slope of the Jebusite on the south, that is, Jerusalem. And the border went up to the top of the mountain, which is before the valley of Hinnom to the west, which is at the end of the valley of Rephaim toward the north. From the top of the mountain, the border curved to the spring of the waters of Nephtoah, and proceeded to the cities of Mount Ephron. Then the border curved to Bela, that is, Kiriath Jearim. The border turned about from Bela westward to Mount Seir, and continued to the slope of Mount Jearim on the north, that is, Cheslaon, and went down to Beth Shemesh, and continued through Timnah. And as a white boy from European descent, I'm really trying to pronounce these Hebrew names here. The border proceeded to the side of Ekron northward. Then the border curved to Shikharon, and continued to Mount Bela, and proceeded to Jabneel, and the border ended at the sea. The west border was at the Great Sea, even its coastline. This is the border around the sons of Judah, according to their families. Now he gave to Caleb the son of Jephunneh a portion among the sons of Judah, according to the command of the Lord to Joshua, namely Kiriath Arba, Arba being the father of Anak, that is, Hebron. Caleb drove out from there the three sons of Anak, Sheshai and Ahiman and Talmai, the children of Anak. Then he went up from there against the inhabitants of Debir. Now the name of Debir formerly was Kiriath Sepher. And Caleb said, the one who attacks Kiriath Sepher and captures it, I will give him Aksah, my daughter, as a wife. Othniel, the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, captured it. So he gave him Aksah, his daughter, as a wife. It came about that when she came to him, she persuaded him to ask her father for a field. So she alighted from the donkey, which means that she got off the donkey. And Caleb said to her, what do you want? Then she said, give me a blessing, since you have given me the land of the Negev. Give me also springs of water. So he gave her the upper springs and the lower springs. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the sons of Judah according to their families. Now the cities at the extremity of the tribe of the sons of Judah, toward the border of Edom in the south, were Kabzeel, and Eder, and Jagur, and Kinnah, and Dimonah, and Adadah, and Kadesh, and Hazar, and Ithnan, Ziph, and Telem, and Bealoth, and Hazar Hadattah, and Kerioth Hezron, that is, Hazor. And I got to be honest, that wasn't easy, guys. And it isn't getting any easier. Here we go, verse 26. Amam, and Shema, and Molada, and Hazar Gada, and Heshmon, and Beth Pelet, and Hazar Shual, and Beersheba, and Biziothia, Bela and Lim, and Ezim, and Eltolad, and Cheziel, and Hormah, and Ziklag, and Madmana, and Sansana, and Lebuath, and Shilhim, and Ain, and Rimmon, in all 29 cities with their villages. In the lowland, Eshtaol, and Zorah, and Ashna, and Zonah, and En-Ganim, Tapua, and Enam, Jarmuth, and Adullam, Sokah, and Azekah, and Sharaim, and Adithaim, and Gederah, and Gederothaim, 14 cities with their villages. Zenan, and Hadashah, and Migdal-Gad, and Dilian, and Mizpeh, and Joktheel, Lachish, and Bozkath, and Eglon, and Kaban, and Lamas, and Chitlish, and Gederoth, Beth Dagon, and Nama, and Makkedah, 16 cities were with their villages. Libnah, and Ether, and Ashan, and Iptha, and Ajnah, and Nezib, and Keilah, and Akzib, and Mareshah, 9 cities with their villages. And that's the best you're going to get. Verse 45. Ekron with its towns and its villages, from Ekron even to the sea, all that were by the side of Ashdod with their villages. Ashdod, its towns and its villages. Gaza, its towns and its villages, as far as the brook of Egypt and the great sea, even its coastline. In the hill country, Shamir, and Jatir, and Sokah, and Dana, and Kiriath-Sanah, that is Debir, and Anab, and Eshtemoh, and Anim, and Goshen, and Holon, and Gilah, 11 cities with their villages. Arab, and Dumah, and Eshan, and Janum, and Beth-Tappuah, and Aphekah, and Humtah, and Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, and Zior, 9 cities with their villages. Maon, Carmel, and Ziph, and Jutah, and Jezreel, and Jokdeam, and Zanoah, Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah, 10 cities with their villages. Halhul, Beth Zur, and Gedor, and Merath, and Beth Anoth, and Eltekon, 6 cities with their villages. Kiriath Baal, that is Kiriath Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Beth Arabah, Medin, and Sekakah, and Nibshan, and the city of Salt and Engedi, should be salt and spaghetti, 6 cities with their villages. Verse 63. Now as for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the sons of Judah could not drive them out. So the Jebusites live with the sons of Judah at Jerusalem until this day. And I'm going to be honest, I'm glad that chapter's, I'm glad I'm done reading that. But what we learn is that territory was very significant for God's people. In one day, God's eternal kingdom will reign on a new earth where the presence of enemies will be a non-issue and we'll all be one family. So looking forward to that. Hope you guys are as well. Looking forward to the weekend, and thank you guys for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless you.